some family. How would you say your own families are similar or different to the Goldbergs?
Mine's pretty similar.
Yeah? How's that?
But in a sweet way. I don't know, we're very honest and we're loud. But, you know, we love each other, just in a very different way.
I would say the same. My mom actually is a pretty big yeller, so the fact that a lot of this show, like my mom yells at me a lot, so I'm kind of used to it. So yeah, but you know, we're just we communicate a little bit differently than a regular family, I guess.
Right.
And I'd say that my family's different, I'd say, but when my grandma's around, it's the exact same.
Right.
Yes.
Yelling.
Yeah.
Do you have a favorite 80s group? Do you know any?
Musical music?
Yeah, musical group. Sorry.
Well, I wouldn't consider it a group, but I love Whitney Houston, and Greatest Song of All was probably my favorite song.
Michael Jackson, would you take? Yeah, Michael Jackson is my favorite from the decade of the 80s.
I like Aerosmith and the Eagles. My favorite song is Dude Looks Like a Lady.
Thank you very much.
This really should be a question for the producers, I guess, but do you happen to know if the series has any connection or inspiration to the early 50s series, The Goldbergs? It was a pioneering series even before my time, but...
Yeah, my grandma actually really loved that show, so when she heard the name, she got really excited about it. But I'm not
I don't think
sure. I don't think it is.
Yeah.
But you guys have heard of it, huh?
Yeah.
Yes.
Wow. Thanks.
We heard a lot of laughs when we were watching the clips there. What's it like working with one another and with Jeff Garland, who's a really hilarious guy?
It's awesome.
Yeah.
I mean, the whole cast is hilarious, and even when we're not, you know, acting, it's just we're constantly laughing around set.
Yeah, Jeff and Wendy, like they're like our parents on set basically. We're just with them 24/7. You know, when we're waiting, we're always with them, just cracking jokes. Just really, really good, heartwarming crew. Yeah, we're lucky.
Yeah, it's very funny.
I'm guessing all of you were not alive in the 80s. What have you kind of looked to for inspiration in helping to bring these characters to life for an era that was actually a lot of fun as was there?
I think Adam has done a really good job, who's the writer, and this is based on his family. He's done a really good job of, you know, like you saw the Simon game, there's a Super Nintendo game, you know, implemented a bunch of different aspects to kind of get us in that mood. And you know, the fashion you saw, the fashion's a huge part of it. So all those being implemented, I think, have gotten us kind of into that 80s vibe. Yeah.
That and our parents.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, they are always saying stuff like, oh, it takes me back and reminds me of this and that. So, yeah.
Did you guys meet any of the family members that you are based on? I don't think there's a sister in the family, right? So,
I have been lucky enough to actually play Adam, the creator and writer of the show, so I get to see him a bunch, and so it's kind of cool to see all the inspiration that's right in front of you.
Other than that, I don't know if this has met the other family members. My character is based on the older brother, but they kind of wanted to have another girl in there, so I'm glad they did. But yeah, hopefully we'll be able to meet them at some point, because that would be really fun.
There's obviously a lot of memorable TV families over decades. Do you guys have any favorite ones that you love watching?
That's tough.
All in the Family, I think, is my favorite family. That's my favorite family.
I really couldn't tell you. I watch so much TV. It's not even okay.
Top three?
Oh God. I mean, Modern Family is funny. That's tough because I watch a lot of like Big Bang Theory and stuff too. So.
They're sort of a family.
That's sort of their own family, makeshift family.
I like Malcolm in the Middle, which this show is sort of like, and I also like, I forget the name now, but it's with Opie. It's an older show. Yes, Andy Griffith's show. Thank you guys.
As someone who grew up in the 80s, those were the computers we had, those were the clothes that we wore, the Nintendo systems as well. When you see those items, is anyone laughing at this, saying, oh my gosh, I can't believe you guys grew up like this? This was your normal? And we didn't have cell phones either.
It was definitely different,
Yeah.
but I think we enjoy, hearing from our parents and our families and stuff, telling us all about their stories and what they grew up with. And it's cool that we kind of get to have that aspect every day when we're working. So we're learning a lot about the 80s.
Right.
It's fun.
I love the outfits in them. They're hilarious just to see them.
Speaking of laughing, based on what we've seen so far, the script seems pretty funny, and so does the cast. And so, do you guys have to take a lot of breaks, do a lot of takes on some parts of the script because you guys just can't keep it together?
Yeah, there's been many times when someone will crack jokes on set too, and we'll have to take a minute before we get back into the swing of things. But,
Yeah, Jeff's the culprit on that. He's really funny before takes, just cracking jokes, loosening us all up. Just, I don't know, it's a lot of, filming a comedy show like this, like you said, yeah, there's going to be a lot of that stuff, so makes it that much more fun.
Just to follow on that, in the middle here is George Segal brought his banjo to the set, or what's he like? He's an old showbiz hand. Is he giving you kids any tips?
Yeah, he's a great guy. He's really fun to be around, and yeah, he's been teaching, well, if I can, a lot of things to us. Yeah.
For example, what is he?
I mean, he's just a sweetheart, and he has such good advice because, I don't know, I know Troy's worked on stuff, I think Sean, you worked on stuff. I'm very new to this, and he's always there to have my back in case, because I don't understand much about how TVs work, TV shows, and he's there to lend a helping hand whenever I need it. But he hasn't brought the banjo to set yet, I don't think. I'm sure he's going to.
I'm getting excited for it.
Yeah.
Do you guys have a lot of opportunity to do some improv as well when you're on set with these great comics?
Yeah, the first episode, with the pilot at least, yeah, there was a few times where, Adam would say, when as we were filming, throw in this, throw in that, and then, the actors, kind of finagle with that and do something different. So yeah, there were a lot of opportunities for improvisation on the show, and improv's my favorite, so I can do that. I'm really happy I can do that.